Spartans! What is your profession?
Breaking news. The head coach of the Michigan State Spartans football program, Mel Tucker, has been suspended amid sexual harassment. This has always been a thing that has hindered Michigan State University after Dr. Larry Nassar and his antics, but they seem to be coming after him. I don't know the allegations yet. I know as much as I'm reading about. I saw some information last night, followed up this morning, and there is a high degree of likelihood that he is going to be terminated. So, shut up, Josh Chandler. So Michigan State coach Mel Tucker has been suspended, and his job status going forward is in doubt amid an ongoing investigation. Ongoing university sexual harassment investigation, sources told ESPN. Secondary coach Harlon Barnett will lead the program on an interim basis, a source said. An investigation into Tucker was launched months ago following a complaint by Brenda Tracy, a prominent sexual assault prevention advocate. Tracy claims Tucker sent her gifts, asked if she would date him if he wasn't married, and masturbated without her consent during a phone call. If she is a prominent advocate for sexual assault prevention, I would hope that Mel is smart enough not to do some stupid shit like that. And if he did, he deserves to be fired. Immediately. Yeah, a little bit. Fuck you, Jason. That's a way to get banned here. I hate Michigan. I hate University of Michigan. An investigation into Tucker. Oh, we already read that. So she's a sexual assault prevention advocate, and he's doing this to her. That's either really stupid or I don't know. It just, this whole thing, timing, it coming out, all this seems very, very odd. Very odd. I don't know. So, any formal decision on Tucker's job status and the more than $77 million that remains on his contract isn't expected to be decided until a hearing to determine whether the school's sexual harassment policy was violated. That hearing is set to begin October 5th, according to the USA Today report. So he'll be suspended for at least a month. Tracy visited Michigan State in August 2021 and April 2022 to speak to the football team about preventing sexual misconduct, and she was named an honorary captain at the team's spring football game during that April visit. After the game, Tracy said Tucker called her multiple times, asked her repeatedly to meet with him alone, and even suggested slipping into her hotel through the back door so no one would see him, according to the USA Today report. Michigan State hired an outside Title IX attorney to investigate Tracy's complaint, which was filed in December, according to the USA Today report. In a March letter to the investigator, Tucker called the relationship mutually consensual and intimate, according to USA Today. In statements to the investigator, Tucker acknowledged masturbating on the call, but said the two had consensual phone sex, according to the report. Tracy told the investigator that Tucker's romantic interest was one-sided, according to the USA Today report. Former Spartan coach Mark D'Antonio will be helping Barnett with the program leadership, according to a source. Michigan State is 2-0 after defeating Richmond. So the fact that he did it, he actually did engage sexually with this woman. Like, if you are a sexual abuse provider, consultant, lady, doohickey thingy, just don't, no, don't, just please, don't do it. Don't do it. That's not a smart move. Yeah, I don't know. But he did admit that he did indeed take part. So I don't know. Michigan State could go on and get out of that contract after last season. I don't know. Seems like a shitty way to do it. But everything I'm hearing is that he will be terminated very shortly, which is not surprising because obviously it's a soft spot for Michigan State with the Nasser, and everybody went really hard on how they handled that, rightfully so, because that was garbage. But this one seems like how's Michigan State still being allowed to keep taxpayer money from Michigan taxpayers? I don't know. No, he's not. Yeah, he is. Not how he intended, but he's. I like I said, this is all relatively new. I've only heard a couple things through, but he admitted to engaging in this conduct. So yeah, he's cooked. He's done. And it's either he made a really bad decision and shouldn't have, because he's an idiot, or he did it, and either one is going to result in this termination. So, yeah, we'll see what comes of this. Fuck, now we're gonna have Scotty Hazelton as our head coach. I hate Scotty Hazelton. So yeah, it is a legitimate concern. Obviously, that if it was sexual assault or sexual harassment in any way, not okay. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I mean, it changes it slightly because whatever the case is, whatever the cause is, it was you made the wrong choice and you shouldn't have got involved. And that's simple. You shouldn't have gotten involved. And you did. And even if it is that I can fix her, then it's you still shouldn't have got involved. This was a bad call and you have to pay for it. Yes, it is. I am Princess. It is. Larry Nasser. I went to Michigan State. I don't see anything. There was nothing where people tried to say it's systemic. There was nothing any more than any other place that I've ever been. So it's unfortunate, and it's one of those things where people immediately relate that Larry Nasser to Tucker, but Mel wasn't even there when Nasser was there. So probably unfair, but it's unfortunate with how we have to deal with it. So yeah, I hope it's just a case of bad judgment, but if it is, fire him and fry him. I don't want him here, but I hope it's not some bullshit Me Too situation. I hope it's not something else. But I mean, if he already admitted to engaging in the conduct or the behavior, then it's really enough for me. But just want to do a quick update because this just broke. Yeah, it's unfortunate because I love my school, love my program, and wish it didn't have to be like this. But unfortunately, you have to deal with the issues when they come up, and you have to make the choices, the right choices, not just the choices that win you football games. Life's more than a football game. So, yeah, I'm frustrated. I think that it should, especially before. So here's another thing. He just signed a huge 10-year, $95 million contract. You damn well should have had this before you signed that contract. There's no question. They should have absolutely had this before you signed the contract. Especially since it was 2 years ago, so that would have been 21. So they would have known about this when they signed the contract, or this would have been taken part when he signed the contract. So that's another part of it that maybe Michigan State still was fucking things up. As much as I hate to say it, but I don't know. So, yep. Yeah, it is a weird. I fully admit that, and I think it's more of an association. Okay, so there's one dirtbag that we cast out, and that fucker could fry. I won't say what I want to say because then I'll get in trouble. But nobody protected him or was on his side once it came out. So, and no one should have been. So, you know, but I think it's more of a, oh, they had one bad guy, so all of them are bad, than it is that all of them are really bad. Because they tried to bring this shit to Izzo too. Last night when I originally saw it, I said, oh, this is just another Izzo thing. Because right after they tried to nail Izzo with some bullshit that never stuck. And that was my first judgment with the very limited information. Now with the fact that he engaged in it, that makes a little bit more in the other direction, but yeah, I don't know. So I wish he wouldn't have. So but yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Just wanted to give a quick update. If anything breaks on it, I'll let everybody know. And I'll keep an eye on it. So thanks for stopping by. I hope you guys have a good day.